Okay, and welcome to Unit 2. This is a study in determining what to teach by defining concepts and learning goals. All right, so let's get started. Trying to determine what to teach. The author suggests trying to imagine your lesson goals as more of a road trip, and that we should start with the end in mind. So let's think of our lesson as a trip to Wally World, and in this case the route taken is the instruction, and we gauge progress through skills and understanding, with the final competency, of course, being arrival at Wally World. Okay, so we know the destination. Now we need to replace the topic of our lessons with concepts or big ideas, and these concepts are the worth of the learning goals. If we say we're going to Wally World just because it's Wally World, then we're not giving it any worth. The learning trip must have meaning and value. Simply telling the students that these are standards or on the syllabus just won't cut it. We need to add that. The goal is to connect the concepts that frame, unite, and organize information to the essence of the subject area. We need to share that we are attempting to equip students with the ideas, knowledge, and skills to tackle real-life problems. We can look up details to fill in gaps, but if you only know something as it applies to a singular instance, it's much harder to extrapolate that to a larger context. There's two types of concepts, general and discipline-specific. General concepts organize within and across disciplines, words like change, perspective, patterns, or conflicts, and discipline-specific concepts classify topics and knowledge, like linearity to math, chronology to social studies, experiment to science, and genre to LA. So another way of looking at concepts is it's important to realize they don't replace facts. We still need some things to get through courses and understanding. These concepts give ways to organize knowledge so that students can readily retrieve and apply what they have learned. So let's take a look at some of the concepts for framing curriculum units. And while these are writing out, you'll see general math. The book has a lot more examples of this, and they're really, again, just more ways of explaining the ideas that we're trying to get at in a particular unit. These are the concepts that we're getting at. Okay, so how does a teacher go from teaching topics to concepts? The author suggests a simple equation of stating my topic, focus, or text is really a study in this concept. So with the example of a civil war, it's really a study in unity or disunity. And the book The Giver, is a study in dystopian fiction or human nature. So concepts do not replace learning goals. This is where we get really specific about our destination. And the author suggests three types of learning goals that we have to get to. Understanding goals, which are principles, insights, and essential truths. Knowledge goals, which are those testing facts that we do, labels and categories. And skill goals, which are the competencies and thinking skills. So finally, going back to our metaphorical trip to Wally World, we described that articulating the worth of destination requires conceptual orientation to the content as well as the understanding, knowledge, and skills the students will attain. But that's not differentiation. It's really just a prerequisite for high-quality teaching. Differentiation takes place when all students are working toward the same learning goals. Different tasks aligned to different goals is not differentiation, it's just different. It's unmanageable to take each student on a different road trip with different destinations, but rather we are creating different routes to the same destination. That's Wally World.
Created using Powtoon.